Sorry for the delay, people. We're getting ready to go live here in a second. I got some people here for you tonight. It took a second getting everybody in here, but we're ready to rock. So listen to this little brief intro half porn song for a second, and we're going to get ready to rock and roll. Thank you guys, everybody, for waiting. I appreciate you. What's up, party people? How are we doing tonight? I'm not gonna sit here and talk by myself for too long. I want to say what's up from everybody, but I'm just gonna bring the guest in, and we got. Oh, what happened to Kelly? Where are you, Kel? There he is. Kelly was hiding off. But yes, tonight we have Mr. HVAC rookie Scott Anderson, and then we have Mr. Kelly McKay that is taking pictures of his workbench or weight bench. So that's always fun. But what's up, everybody? Sorry for being late. Scott, can you hear? You good?
My camera just flipped around, and I don't know how to flip it back.
That's cool. Well, what the hell is going on? Scott, I can't hear you, buddy. Oh, Jesus. What are we doing now? Now we got guys playing with phones and everything's going bonkers.
Can you not hear me?
No, now I can. I couldn't when you muted yourself, and then Kelly's got his camera backwards. There should be...
turn around.
Yeah, there should
Just
be...
double tap.
Oh.
It'll flip you back.
Oh, Scott said double tap it.
The screen.
There we go.
There.
There's Kelly's beautiful face.
I know, because
that happens.
I did the same thing trying to turn the mic off.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So what's up, everybody? We are here. I got my partner in crime, Kelly. Kelly will now be on these live streams. He's getting everything set up at his house so he can do this. So it'll be me and Kelly from now on. And yeah, say what's up, Kel, to all the people that have been waiting to see you, man.
What's up, guys? I cannot see you, Gil, for some reason, but that's okay. I can hear you. So
yeah, it's I gotta scoot myself over or move my camera so that I'm there we go, so that I'm in the middle.
I see Scott, but I don't see your camera for some reason.
Yeah, I don't. It's
I don't know.
You have to see it on YouTube. You can hear me. You know what I look like, damn it.
Yeah.
But Scott, what's up, buddy? How are you doing, man?
Living the dream, brother. Just getting home from work.
Yeah, I hear you. Let me say what's up to everybody real fast here in the comments. What's up, Gary Black? How you doing, brother? Power Factor, what's up? HVAC Tech, Rennie, what's up, buddy? HVACR Heat Master. Let's see. Hosier, what's up, my man? Saucy, what's up, Saucy? Power Factor. Derek Kenny, how you doing, buddy? Gene K, how you doing, Mr. Gene? It was so cool to meet you at AHR. Let me look at these comments down here because it's easier to see. But yeah, guys, sorry I could not do the live stream down there. I was too busy drinking alcoholic beverages with this man in the middle and Chris from HVACR videos. And time down there is like, there's Scott knows when he was there. It's so busy and stuff like that when you get time to hang out with everybody, you just want to hang out. So as much as I wanted to live stream, I would have loved to have live streamed from the event. But the only place we really could have done it on YouTube is in the press room. And who the hell wants to see the press room? You know what I mean? So it was, I did a few Facebook things, but what's up, Pro C? What's up, Isaiah? How you doing, little bro? But yeah, we came on here. Obviously, Kelly coming on because, Kelly's my partner in crime. I want him on there. And then Rookie, man, we wanted to talk about, I know people are kind of beating AHR into the ground, but it's fresh. So I want to talk about AHR and just give my, kind of point of view and how awesome I think it was. And I know everybody talked about it, but I guess we'll start. What kind of time did you have, Scott? What do you think overall? Like, what was your expectations beforehand, expectations, and then after going? Like, how did it live up to it?
This is actually too much to see in 3 days. Just not enough time to go do everything. Plus, I didn't even know they had training until the last day.
Yeah, it is crazy all the stuff they have that you really can't see in 3 days. Like, I do think that really it should be a Monday through a Friday. I know that'll never happen because the exhibitors don't want it. They don't want that. But between all the classes and all the booths, there's no way that you can see everything in 3 days. There's just no way. There's companies I didn't even know existed. I mean, like, it's like, where the hell did this company come from? What the hell is it? What the hell just beeped? Oh, HVAC. I thought one of you guys hung up or something or got off. I can't make that. Hold on, guys. I want to see if I can change something real fast and get the that beeping to stop. The last time I was with Bill, I got I changed something real fast and I don't know if it stopped or all right, so input can be my camera. Hey dog, shut the fuck up. I'm trying to live stream here. No, that beeping doesn't stop. So
Our factor was at
what's that?
Power factor was at AHR.
Oh, was he really?
Well, he was saying it was crazy. I was just wondering. I didn't see him there.
Yeah, if you were there, man, I didn't see you. But I know it's hard trying to meet up with everybody. Yes, I will be in Chicago too, Derek. It's awesome, man. Chicago, they say it's even going to be bigger. Yeah, it started to lag a little bit. Let me check the connection. I know we had some we had a weather that messed up a telephone pole. Some drunk, it's up the street and kind of messed up some stuff, but everything has been all right. But let me just double check to make sure everything's good for you people. Kelly, Isaiah said, "What's up?"
What's up? Hope you're doing well, man.
Yeah, man.
I saw his post the other day. He was getting ready to go run like a no cool call, I think.
Yeah, I love how he's excited about it too. Yeah, guys.
Yeah.
As far as the lag, man, the thing is because normally I'm hardwired, and right now I'm having to use Wi-Fi. For some reason, it has my Ethernet as like a yellow symbol, and I'm not sure, and I'm not gonna try to fuck with it right now. So, is it okay? Can you guys hear it enough? Daniel Caswell, what's up, buddy? It was nice to meet you too, buddy. Is it okay us coming through? Is it good enough that it's watchable?
Well, on my end, the lag seems to have stopped now.
Okay, good. Well, hopefully it stopped. Let me
But we do have the clicking now.
The clicking, there's nothing I can stop because if I stop that, then I can't hear you guys, and I still don't know. Like me and Kelly have done a shit ton of podcasts. We've never had clicking on anything. The only time I get clicking is when, for some reason, when I do this is the only time. So I don't understand it.
It's got to be Skype.
Well, it's not even when I use Skype, because even when it's just me, it'll do that. So normally what I do is I mute the USB channel, because I don't really need it. It just means like I don't hear the music and stuff like that. David Dillon, what's up, my friend? Glad you guys are here. Anyway, let's get back to the talkings and stop messing with the dog. Will you shut the fuck up? Sorry, my dog is back there like yelling at me. But as far as AHR, man, my mind was blown. It was amazing. Obviously, that was my first time ever being at AHR. It was a little overwhelming. I told Kelly, and then Scott was with me, obviously. It was overwhelming because it was my first time there, so the experience for AHR in general, and then being showcased for the podcast was a lot, because it was not knowing what to do, and I felt like I was underprepared. But then I just got into it and started just enjoying it. You know what I mean? I was there. That was the hard part, was just getting there. And then I figured, what the hell? We'll just enjoy it, have a good time, and I'll learn from it. And it was a great time. Meeting everybody, like being able to hang out with Scott, Chris from HVACR Videos, Tersh Blissett from the Service Business Mastery Podcast, the HVAC Jerks, meeting AK Greaves, Brian Orr, James Alul from Better Air, Gene Slade from Service Tech Secrets. I can just keep going on, so I don't want to miss anybody, but just being able to meet people was awesome. And then to realize, like I told Kelly, like it was funny, like some places I felt like we were like A-list celebrities. Like you were with me a couple of times, Scott, when like people come up to me like, "Oh my God, Gil." I'm like, "Yeah, you want to see it?" You know what I mean? Like it's just, it was just funny. I'm like, we're just normal dudes, man. We just happen to put a microphone or a camera in front of us. That's all. But it was definitely an awesome experience. So I can honestly say that I'm so happy I went, and I can't wait to do it in the future. But
yeah, well, Gil charged it $5 for autographs.
I was not. There was only 2 people that paid.
I was about to take worse than spot.
What's that?
I feel bad for not going. I had no idea that it was such a big deal. Like I've just been out of the loop. Like I had no idea it's such a big deal, and so next year definitely going. So.
Yeah,
it was huge. Plus, you did like 20 different podcasts while we were there.
Yeah.
This man was on point.
Yeah, I was doing a couple. I'm going to start releasing those audio podcasts for you. Thank God, like Tersh recorded some, and on my Zoom recorder, I recorded some. And I'm not sure where Kelly went. What's up, Bill? Curious HVAC? Yeah, man, I need to figure out why this thing isn't hardwired. I'm not sure what happened, but here, look. There's Kelly's back. But yeah, it was really awesome. I mean, and they really rolled out the red carpet for us podcasters. Well, you got to enjoy the press room towards the end because you just came in with me with the free food and stuff like that. But it was it was really cool that they did that. They call you the influencers. Well, I think these manufacturers are realizing, and talking with some of them, they realize how much power that we have, because like some of the ones like they do with Chris from HVACR Videos, like Field Piece is making videos of him using their tools, because people know who Chris is. Chris, if they watch him, see him using the tools, they're going to watch it. You can have one of their experts doing it, but nobody knows who the hell that guy is. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean as much, and they just realize that. So it's only going to get better. I can't wait to see what happens next year and like all the kind of stuff they do for us. So I got to make sure I get everybody back. Next year I got to make sure my wallet comes full, because everybody was paying for me this time. I thought I was going to have to, spread the old butt cheeks or something, because I need to start giving some back. But as far as you guys in the chat, do you guys have any questions as far as AHR? Like anything that you were wondering about? I mean, if we can answer them, we'd be more than happy to try to answer them. But here, we got a bunch of people up in here. Let me say hello to people I've missed. Yes, obviously, Dave Dillon, Power Factor, Mr. Bill, Curious HVAC, Mr. Jeff Pirates, what's up, brother, man? Dave C. Halifax. Ricky Hertz, what's up, my brother? Let's see. Sharky, 55, what's up, man? Miss Susie Dunn, how are you? Let's see, did I miss anybody else? No, John wasn't down there. John's never going to go. The AHR could be in New Orleans, and John won't come. I mean, and I'm not trying to talk shit. I'm just saying that he won't. You shut your mouth, Gary. Don't you talk about Scott like that. He's a guest on here.
That's funny because I was going to make that same comment.
Yeah, Miss Susie, thinking about that, you should message those ladies, the women in HVAC. I'm gonna get hooked up with them and get them on the podcast. There's some strong women, group they have down there. So, yeah, Dave C. There was a lot of cool tools. I guess, did you see anything when you were roaming around, Scott, that kind of stuck out to you? I mean.
Oh, I like that new fire blink that's coming out by Solderweld. And then obviously the spider.
Yeah. We know you were popping in and out, Kel. We were acting like you were never left. Yeah,
Spider's new boy.
Yeah, so that company Spider I've already talked about, but Spider was definitely a diamond in the rough, man. If you guys have not checked out Spider, you can go to Lowe's and buy their stuff. Their hole saws, their saw blades, all that stuff is ridiculous. It's amazing, and when you check it out and you use it, you'll realize what we're talking about. Oh, hello, Mr. Ted. How are you, sir? And then obviously Navac came out with their new 4 CFM wireless, cordless pump. That was pretty neat. Yellow Jacket, obviously, we rep Yellow Jacket. They finally came out with their new wireless, psychrometers and, pretty much like the same thing Yellow Jacket has. Which is great. I'm glad that they finally brought it out, but I even told them this down there. I think they're a little late to the party. They got to catch up with the times. I love Yellow Jacket. I think they make amazing products that you can beat the holy hell out of, but I think they need to stay more in the forefront. And I had a guy that told me today, and I actually agreed with what he said, and he said that they're not in everyone's radar because they're always so late to the party kind of deal. So Bill said, you see what he said, Scott?
Yeah, I see it. He always busts my balls. He goes, what are you in a sauna? Yes, that's my walls.
Yeah. It's still so funny that everybody thought I was like some kind of midget. Everybody's like, oh, you're so much taller than I thought in person. I'm like, well, what did you think? I was like 4 foot tall? But I guess I get it because Zach from Shop Talk looks shorter, but Zach's like 6'3".
Yeah, you know what? Chris told me that. I didn't believe him, but then I started looking at the videos again. I can see it now.
Yeah, Zach said he's like 6'3", 260. Like, he's not a little dude at all.
I like to see him crawling into some of these refrigeration boxes.
What's up? Some of the new guys coming in, man. Josh Moore, what's up, my man? Aaron, what's up, buddy? I ain't seen you in a while, brother. Just so all you people know, and I'm just being honest with you, I'm not going to give away anything tonight. All you people, I am sorry with AHR that it took so long. All of the stuff is sitting right here. It's done. It'll be shipped out tomorrow, and you guys are also getting a free I'm looking at the camera. I'm looking over here, like the camera's over here. Free HVAC tactical sticker from my buddy Ben Poole over at HVAC Tactical. If you guys, Ben's a very cool guy, man. Me and Scott got to meet him and his pops. Very, very awesome people, man. Definitely a company that, we should all support. He makes awesome clothes and hats and different things. So if you go over to HVACtactical.com, you can get any of his stuff. Rennie, you know, I'm not sure how tall John is. I know he's like 600 pounds, but I don't know how tall he is.
600 pounds.
Psych, no. I don't know, but I don't think John's a short guy, though. I think John's probably like 6'1", 6'2". I don't know. I've never met John, so there's some people. If Zach or somebody happens to hop in the chat, those people would actually be able to actually seen him before. I think. No, I don't know if they've ever seen him. I think the only person that's ever seen him is Ralph. And Ralph's like, 4 foot nothing. What's up, A-Team Adam?
Well, speak of the devil, he shows up.
Yeah, look at that. Kelly, are you doing that on purpose, or what the hell's going on here?
I'm not doing shit. I don't know what you're talking about.
He's like scanning his whole library.
All right, because it just keeps going to the Skype thing, but you're still there. I don't know. You just kept going away.
I'm telling you, like, I haven't seen you yet. It just has a picture of you. Like, I can't see your video for some reason.
Here, let me go over into Skype. Here, while I'll mess around, why don't you and Scott talk for a second? You guys make yourself useful.
See, you see this shit I gotta put up with like every week.
Yeah. You happy now, Adam?
Blurry background, turn home call, audio and video settings.
No.
What's that?
What the hell are you doing?
I'm trying to.
Anyway, I got to meet a lot of cool people. Got to hang out with Gil and Chris. A lot of cool people that I probably would have never met. Like HVAC, jerks were cool. Didn't take home very much. Usually IHOP I took home much more, but I wasn't really there to take home anything this trip. I was more for meeting people and the experience, seeing the new technology about to come out.
There, I see you now, Gil.
Yeah, I had it's because the camera wasn't on, so now you can see it. But I still tried to look at your settings and I can't it's got to be on your end because there's nothing that I can do about it. Yeah, there's nothing I can do. Yeah.
I'll move my computer. We just need to hop on like sometime during the week and get that figured out.
That's fine. So I mean, you if you want, you can stay on like this and just talk, or if you want to hop off and come on, man, it's up to you, buddy. I don't care.
I'm just on my phone, so
there you are. Now I can see you.
I don't mind my battery's probably gonna die before too long because when I have the camera on like this, it just eats it away like nothing.
Yeah. Well, it's
Cool,
fine.
Bill.
I guess everybody go ahead and get a bit of echo almost. Gil, there have been a little bit of echo almost like right before the reverb starts. Yeah, I'll have to get that figured out, man. I don't know why. I'm sorry if you guys are hearing a reverb.
Well, I sound like a Decepticon, according to Bill.
Let me
Did anyone have any questions of what we saw at AHR? Any you guys want to know if you've never been before?
I'll ask some questions. So, like, how many vendors do you think are there?
2,100.
2,100. That's insane.
Yeah, I know it's something like that. It's a shitload.
All three, you see everyone.
Yeah, and like I said, when you see pictures and stuff like that, you can't it doesn't do it any justice. Like you can't tell how big that place is by looking at pictures. You just can't. Young, what's up, man? Young HVAC, real fast, man. I've been watching Young's videos, man, and he's doing a awesome job, Young. So I've nothing but props to you, man. Your videos are good. You can tell that you're being authentic and being yourself, brother. So your channel is definitely going to grow. So if you guys have not subscribed to Young HVAC over on YouTube, go ahead and do that. So definitely going to give you a plug, Young. Keep doing what you're doing, buddy. But yeah, pictures don't grasp how big that place is. Like, the one day, Scott, I got lost. We were all going to leave. I don't know if that's the night that we all went out to dinner or not, but I just went back to say bye to Yellow Jacket, and I made a wrong turn, and I went the opposite way than I needed to go to the podcast pavilion, and I was literally fucking lost. Like, I didn't know where I was. Like, I was ready to, like, start calling people and, shooting up flares and shit because I didn't know what the hell was going on. So, look.
So everyone was clear. It was about 5 or 6 city blocks inside this convention center, and it kind of all wrapped into a horseshoe. So I don't know how Gil got lost, but
shut your mouth. It was harder than it was hard. I don't like to think that much.
plus we got to do some cool giveaways too for some friends, and I got to see some cool podcasts that Gil put on and some of the other guys there.
Yeah, that was good.
Hey, Tersh was your balls.
Yeah, Tersh is a nut, dude. I love Tersh. He's a good guy though, man. Hey, Adam, is someone playing ping pong? Why don't you be quiet, man? Won't you get your own channel and now all of a sudden you're audio king? Adam busting my balls. I can't make that fucking ping and stop, Adam. Stop rubbing it in. You're gonna make it worse, dick. All these guys are friends and they just like to kick you in the balls. But but yeah, it was. I can't wait till me and Kelly can both go, and then definitely next year I'm gonna hire Scott to work for Uncensored Studios, cause he's solid. I give it to the HVAC jerks, man. Thank you, David Dillon. Yeah, guys, real fast, if you haven't already, go ahead and smash that like button. We greatly appreciate it. It just helps the algorithm. People know that we can watch this after the fact. But I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, the HVAC. Yeah, they as far as marketing themselves, dude, too fucking shay, man. Those guys did an awesome job. They brought shirts, little coins, which apparently rub off, but they brought these little coins, like, because that's their logo, like poker chips.
Poker chips, yeah.
Yeah, they have, little things you can stick on the back of your phone case to, like, hold a credit card or something.
Pop sockets or whatever.
No, hold on, it's right here. I can't get it. These things. You like stick it on the back of your phone, and then you can put like a credit card or ID or something in there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they were giving those out. They had like those little like pull up tent signs or whatever, like the tall ones that are at those kind of shows. They had a lot of stuff, so I give it to them. They definitely planned, and it looked really good. So I definitely want to step the game up for next year when we do stuff like that. So Hoopty playing pocket pool. Yeah, sorry. Didn't mean it. People are saying about some new tools. I'll be honest, I didn't get to see as much stuff as I liked just because so much time was kind of allotted for certain things. I don't want to start a bunch of BS, but one thing that happened down there that was kind of shocking, which, Rookie knows, is the Zoom lock stuff that was getting kind of sketchy down there. That apparently, like, Zoom lock lost the whole thing. And some guys were, like, walked over to the spoiling booth trying to, like, start shit. So I don't know, man. Let's see, hold on. See what Miss Susie says. Would y'all hire a tech if you knew at the start of the summer they were going to need at least 3 weeks off and then 4 weeks light duty? Company reached out to me today, and I'm dying to get back in the field. I'll be honest, I probably would not. How about you, Kelly? Would you hire a tech if you knew at the start of the summer they were going to need at least 3 weeks off and then 4 weeks light duty? So that's
Better like blow it out of the water in the interview for me to consider that.
yeah, that's definitely that's definitely a lot. That would be hard. Yeah, Adam and Bill. Hopefully you guys, well, Adam and Beaver got no excuse to be. They live in Chicago, so if you guys don't come to HR, that's pathetic. But hopefully Bill and our Canadian friend Joe, hopefully you guys are all up there. There's Zach. RLS guy emailed me about the Zoom lock tools. Yeah, find out what's going on about it, Zach, because I know down there, like, it almost seemed like they were trying to start a bunch of stuff. The way they went about it definitely didn't seem like it's like they were trying to be shady. That's for sure. So, what's up, Gary? How you doing, buddy? Zach, you've never seen John in person, right? Somebody asked like how tall he is, and I was like, the only person that's actually seen him in person is Ralph, right? But anyway, we can talk more about HR and stuff like that. But HVAC Grandpa, what's up? I guess let's talk about you, Rookie. I'd love to know. First of all, I didn't know that you were 47 years old. You don't look that old. Once you meet you realize you are an old fuck. But I didn't realize you were that old. But how is it? And we're gonna do an audio podcast about this, so I don't want to kind of blow our load on here. But no, nobody had dinner with John Israel. Yeah, no. But Rookie, you there? He seems a little frozen now.
Lost him.
Yeah, well, we lost him. It's fine. He'll come back. But yeah, guys, Israel, no, I think he's like 6 foot. Oh, okay. Yeah, somebody was asking. I figured he wasn't like short, but I said all I know is he's like 600 pounds. So, but good video, Zach, about the business stuff, man. It looks Sorry, I was reading something. They look good, man. It's definitely a good series to have. Me and Kelly actually have a series, not a series, but a series of podcasts coming up. Actually, very similar to the same thing. But it's nice to have Kelly on here. So, guys, me and Kelly are going to start being here on Tuesdays. Like I said before, Kelly, I finally had to, we had to renegotiate his contract. Kelly told me to go screw myself. No, when we record the podcast, Kelly does it from his office. He goes into his office every time because he lives out in the fucking boondocks. So Kelly got it all straightened out. That way, me and him can be on here on Tuesdays, and we can still bring a person in like Rookie or whatever. But this is what it was intended for. Me and Kelly to come on here and be able to do that kind of stuff and answer questions for people related to the podcast. Or just pretty much do like live podcasts for the most part. So that's the plan.
And we're still working on it. I'm on my phone, and I'm probably going to lose everybody here before too long. I know I was down to 20% 10 minutes ago. But I'm going to move my computer into my weight room, try to set it up in here. So, and then get Skype working on it. Because I don't know what was going on, but I wasn't getting a call when Gil was sending it over, so just had to do it on my phone.
Yeah, it was acting weird. Zach, the next podcast will be out Monday. A bunch of the podcasts that I recorded down at AHR, I'm not gonna make them episodes. I'm just gonna slowly release them out as bonus. Because obviously we didn't record last week because I was at AHR, and then the week before that, there was just so much going on that I was trying to get done with work and different things before I left that we weren't able to record. We had planned on only missing 1 week, but that's not the way it worked. So everything will get back on track. Since I've been back, to be honest, I haven't even really been downstairs in the studio because remember, we're now hot and heavy on our house buying stuff, trying to finalize some things. So I'm going to be moving here soon, which that's going to be a process. Do you want to come back in, Rookie? You want me to send you the thing again, bud? So that's going to be hot and heavy. But me and Kelly have quite a few things that we're going to be coming out soon. We're not going to say anything. And just when it happens. But some things that we're going to be dropping and releasing that we think you guys are really, really going to like. And, yeah. And one of the things is Kelly being on here. And we'll get all these things worked out here. It's just new. So it should be good. What's the topic of today? We're just hanging out, Young. We were talking about AHR and stuff like that, and then I was going to talk to Rookie, but he, got kicked, left or whatever. The podcast pavilion was great, Zach. It really was, man. I wish you could have been there because they rolled out the red carpet for us. They really did. And the microphones kind of sucked. They were them Shure SM58s, and they're more like vocals, and you had to be like all up on them to actually be able to hear it. But I know I can't wait to see what it's going to be next year. It's only going to be better. So it's definitely awesome. And then hopefully you can make it. Rookie, are you just good in the chat, buddy, or did you want to come back in? Because I know Kelly's not going to be here too much longer because his phone's going to die. Yeah, if you guys have not checked out Young's YouTube channel, man, go give Young a sub. He really is making good videos, man. So now I got you 2 nights a week, Kelly. At least 2.
We get when I get it set up and it's all good. Like we can just do we can talk about anything.
Yeah,
basically.
And would you guys rather like Tuesday nights be like me and Kelly just doing a live podcast? Like we come on with our own agenda, like our own topic, and then we just kind of incorporate you guys into it? Or would you guys rather have like a dedicated topic? Actually, I don't know if I would like to have a dedicated topic because I think we could put on a better show if me and you, kind of like we do the podcast, how we plan for it and all that kind of stuff. If we pick something that we're going to talk about and then we incorporate the listeners and stuff like that, I think that would be better rather than just, some random topic. We can do that. Rennie HVACR Tech says, let's talk about HVAC business around the U.S. I mean, what exactly do you want to talk about? That's kind of a vague topic. Yeah, I want you to come back, Rookie, because Kelly's going to leave me and then I'm going to be all alone again. I don't want to be all alone.
I know that a buddy of mine that I talked to, where is he based out of? Like he's not too terribly far from you, Gil. I can't remember exactly where he's out of, but he's read in a couple of different books, and I read here not very long ago because I searched for it because of what he said, that HVAC businesses, like it's getting way up there on the top of like the top parts of the list, I believe, for failed businesses. Like restaurants are number 1, and I'm not sure what's number 2, but he was saying that he saw and had read in 2 different books that it's a like really topping the charts and failed businesses. So I searched it, and all I could find was like one article.
Well, I'll be honest, and I'll see what you guys say about this. I think that there's too many guys starting their own company who shouldn't be business owners. I get it that is kind of what we all want, and that's, you're right. But I think that there's too many people going off on their own that shouldn't be business owners. Me and Kelly have said it a million times, and I'll say it a million and one, that just because you're a good technician does not mean you're going to be a good business owner. It is two totally different skill sets. And then we have a shortage in this trade. Like, there's more technicians going to be leaving the trade than coming in, and it's only going to get worse. This is a technician's market, and guys don't realize that. If guys guys and gals stop being shitbags, you actually try to excel in your trade and get better, you can get top dollar. Because as, managers, as business owners, you want good people, and you're going to pay those guys to stay because you don't know if you can replace them. You don't. It's so you hear everybody saying it's so hard to find good people. If one of your best guys, Kelly, one of your best money earners said, "Hey man, I'm thinking about leaving the trade, going to work somewhere else." I mean, you're going to do what you got to do to keep him, right?
Sure. Yeah, I don't want him to leave, but I have had a top sales guy leave before. And so that's the ebb and flow of business. Like, just because you did so much one year doesn't mean you're going to do the same thing next year, because you don't know what's going to happen. Like, anything could happen. I could have 3 guys walk out tomorrow, and if that happened, well, we're going to do less revenue next year. And Kelly may have to jump back in the field to take care of customers. So it's like, it's just business. Like, you don't, as much as I'd like to predict it and know what's going to happen, there are always uncertainties.
Yeah.
And I know you were saying something there, Gil, in the beginning about just, top technicians, yes, but when we interviewed James Leiter, he said that, and I just can't stop thinking about that because I feel like it's so true. And one thing that I wanted to do is that I had no business being a business owner whatsoever. So it's not that you can't learn, but it's like a total identity shift. Like, you're not a technician anymore, and it's a struggle to get over that.
Yeah. Well, I feel like guys are getting in the trade and they'll be 2 years in. They don't even know how to fix shit yet, but they want to go start their own company. So
yeah,
that's what I mean. Like,
yeah.
It's, it's just crazy. But the business side and then I don't know. Business is, technicians don't understand. When I was just a technician for the longest time, I thought my owner was sitting back getting filthy rich. Why do we charge so much? Why do we charge these prices? Blah, 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 blah. And then once I finally got into management and I started learning the behind the scenes and, started, learning about, different things, how to break down the different kind of sheets and, how to read that kind of stuff and knowing what all those numbers mean. That's not how it is. But I mean, my owner does very well for himself, but that's because of 30 plus years in business and he's been smart. It's
a marathon.
Yes.
It's not a sprint. It's a game of inches. Like, gain this, implement this, learn this. Like, it does not happen overnight. Sometimes some of these guys that I see on Facebook that are crushing it, and like, man, that's awesome that you can go do $4 million in your first year. That's great, but that is such an anomaly. Like, you have no idea. That's not like real life. It's so far out there.
Yeah, no.
It's not normal, So, I mean, I'm happy for the guys, and that's great that they're able to do that. But I think that can sometimes give a false perception that anyone could just go do it.
Yeah, hold on, Scott. I know we started talking about business, but I want to talk to you about a topic. But Kelly, because I know your phone's gonna die soon. Jeff Pirate says,
Yeah.
So what is the best way to learn to go from tech to business owner?
Best way to learn is to start reading, to take go to some seminars, go take some courses online. That's another thing, is it's so expensive. Like, I've been a part of, I was in CEO Warrior, and I'm in Praxis right now. And I know there's another one called Airtime 500, and then there's what's another big one? Like there's all these big groups,
Yeah.
and they're insanely expensive. Insanely expensive.
Yes, they
So
are.
don't think you're just going to go into business and then join one of those groups. It ain't going to happen. Like it will bankrupt you. You
Yeah.
will run out of cash because it's so expensive. And there's no silver bullet. Like I was constantly searching for this silver bullet. Like, what do I need next? What do I need to learn next? And I'm still searching, because I'm still trying to grow my business and get better. And but there is no silver bullet.
No, there's not.
Like, you're not going to find anybody out there that just has the answer, like all the answers. Unfortunately, and some of them, say that they've got. It doesn't matter what size of business you are, they got all the answers, and I just don't believe it. It's not true.
No, it's definitely not. Thank you, Zach. Sorry, man. I saw you commented. Thanks for coming. I agree with Kelly. I think you need to know the ins and outs of the trade. You need to be a good mechanic to know the technical side, because when you become the boss and say people work for you, you're the one they're going to be calling when they get that hard call that they can't figure out. You're not going to have that boss to call anymore, So I think you need to know the technical side, and just as much as you hit the books to learn how to fix furnaces and heat pumps and boilers and chillers, etc., like Kelly said, it's the same thing with business. Learn the ins and outs. Have a business strategy in place. Have a plan for success. Have capital. Try to have money. Try to have credit. You don't want to go crazy with credit, but let's be honest, you're going to need it to start. Unless you have some kind of financial backer. Start slow.
Hey, Gil, what you just said right there. Some of these guys that you see on Facebook and stuff that are crushing it, dude, they've got like some millionaires backing them. Trust me.
Oh, yeah, well,
And
that's some of these.
That's where it's not normal. Most people do not start with that kind of capital behind them. Like most of us are like scraping by and just making sure we survive and can get to the next level. So I think that's that false perception that's out there.
Yeah, well, and I'm not going to say names, but there's a lot of big companies that you guys know of that these people didn't have a pot to piss in. They have financial backers. They have millionaires, billionaires backing them. That's why they can do what they can do. And if I said their names, you'd know, but I'm not gonna do that. So
read Built to Sell by John Warrillo. That's like one of my favorite books for business. It's a great story. It's really easy to read. It's kind of like the E-Myth. Which is such a popular book. I read about 3/4 of the new E-Myth, the HVAC E-Myth. Like, I'm not liking it as well as the original version. It's kind of interesting to hear Ken Goodrich's story, like how creditors, the supply houses didn't want to sell him anything because he had trouble paying his bills, and like he was able to like turn it around, and that's something that I hate to say this, but you've got to have grit. Like if you're going to survive, there's going to be such hard times, and people just don't understand. That's why so many people fail in every business. That's 95% of all businesses are like out of business within 5 years, and that's why. There's several reasons why, but the amount of stress that you're going to have, like just knowing that everything is on you, and you're now wearing all these hats. Like it's a stress that I can't put into words. Like I can't. And every time we have a slow season, it comes back up.
Yeah, it's owning a company for you guys starting out. Like Kelly, you need to be disciplined. As far as with work and financially. That you're not gonna pay yourself $100,000+ a year when you first start. To be honest, when you first start your business, you're probably gonna make less than when you work for somebody else. But if you're smart and you lay that foundation, you will eventually be able to make what you want to make. The other thing is you have to get your pricing right. You have to price your stuff as if you are like those big guys. Go in there and take your time. So you only got 3 calls a day, so what? Go in there and fucking do the best fucking job you've ever done in your life for those 3 calls. Do quality over quantity. That's how I'm trying to build around our business, but like I said earlier, in order to do that, I need more techs. But I would like to have my guys do 3-4 calls a day, rock those calls, do everything under the sun, make those customers happy. My techs are happy. They're all making it home for dinner. Because we all know when you're working those 12, 13, 14-hour shifts, it's 9 o'clock at night, you're tired, you haven't eaten, your wife's calling, your kids are going to bed. You're rushing in that call. You're not giving it 100%. You're hoping it's a capacitor or something stupid because you're trying to leave. So I just think some things in our trades need to be diverted. So, but any of you guys that have business issues, man, the next podcast that me and Kelly do, we'll talk. We're going to start talking about HVAC business. There's a course or something that's actually being developed. That's all I'm going to say, being developed. It's more Kelly than me. I'll have some input in it, but it's definitely Kelly. That is going to lay out kind of a blueprint to help you guys. But me and Kelly are we'll start doing a series of things on here where we'll answer questions for you guys, and the best that we can do. And if we don't know the answer, we know enough people to get the answer for you. All right? So we'll start to do that.
You said discipline around your money. One thing that I think gets, like, if you can't manage yourself right now, like you can't manage your time, if you can't manage your money, then you're not going to be able to manage a business. So that's one thing. I would make sure that I've got my shit together. Like, I go to bed, I have a routine. I go to bed at the same time every night. I get up at the same time every morning. You can't, yes, you're going to work later, but I don't know how to describe it. What I'm trying to say is, if your first call is scheduled for 9:30 the next morning, or let's say you don't have any calls, you don't have any calls tomorrow, that doesn't mean you can sleep in the morning. And I think that's what, to be your own boss is not a reason to open a business.
No.
Because it is not what you think it is.
And that's what I mean. I think people do it for the wrong reasons. That's what I think. They do it because they want to be their own boss, and they think that that's like the pinnacle. Because we've had how many people come on here? We've had Brad and Sarah Casebeer. We've had a couple other people, Mr. James Leichter. Yeah. They said that if you're going to start your own HVAC company for money, there's so many easier ways to make money than to start your own HVAC company. And these people are doing millions upon millions of dollars. So it's crazy. But
and they got salespeople that are making
$400,000 or $500,000. Yeah, yeah. They have salespeople making more than them. That was crazy. They said they have one guy that makes over $500,000 a year.
Yeah, I think that's about what he's making. Yeah,
that's nuts. Could you imagine?
I'm sure he works his tail off for him, but. That's the thing is you got to be okay with that.
Yeah,
I've had a couple of years where some of my guys made more money than me, and it's kind of hard to swallow, but you got to be okay with it because it's just what it takes to keep good people and run the business,
Yeah, I could say I think there might be a couple of years that I've made more than Mike.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure there has been.
I don't have more money than he does, by no means, but I think there's a couple, because all his other different things. Real fast, and I want to start talking to Rookie, but Power Factor has it perfect. He says, 4 calls at, $800 to $1,200 ticket average. Yeah, that's phenomenal.
Dude, you'll be rich if you can just do that and even just stay one person.
Yeah.
And you manage your money. If you can swing that.
What have you ever heard of Service Nation Alliance? Josh Moore said he's about to cancel his Service Nation Alliance and join yours.
Service Nation Alliance. I'm not sure. I've heard of them, but I have not joined them.
Yeah, no. Daniel Caswell has a he made a good point here. He said, "I would rather try and fail than never try at all." And you're absolutely right, Daniel.
And that's
we're not telling people not to do it. We're just saying the reality and the statistics that too many guys do it that are unprepared, and that's why they fail. More businesses don't work out than do. That's just a truth. That's statistics. You can look it up. What we're saying is we want to try to help people be successful from the things that we know that didn't work for us. Remember, I was in a business that failed, okay? And I'm honest about that because I want you guys to know. So if we can try to help you guys get on the right path to do the right things, to lead for success, the things that we know work, that between the two of us, we've paid thousands upon thousands of dollars to learn these different things. And obviously we can't give it to you verbatim. Is that it? Did I say it right that time? Verbatim.
You did.
Yeah.
You did.
Because that's, copyright. You can't do that. But still, we can give that information to you in our own words, so that you guys don't make those same mistakes. And that's what we're trying to do.
And let's be honest too, all those people that have all this information that's really good information, like they got it from somewhere else.
Oh yeah.
Like there's not many things that are original out there. So but that's great because somebody's modeled the way for us. So we just got to take what they did to win and use it.
Yeah, damn right. I mean, and then like you heard me say earlier that right now is the best time to be in HVAC. And Rookie, at your age, at 47, I didn't think you were that old, but after meeting you, you're definitely you're an old fuck.
46.
Yeah, but 46. I'm sorry, but somebody like you, like, what made you take the risk to get into this trade at that age?
Well, I'll tell you what. I was in the restaurant business for 25 years. I owned my own business that obviously failed, and that's why I worked for other people. And it was such a volatile market. And, I had a lot of issues, obviously working in restaurants for 25 years, and those techs would show up, they would kick ass, they always seem to have a great quality of life, and I'm like, that's what I want. Now, I'm not saying I don't bust my ass in my job, but this is something I really enjoy when I got into it. And it's actually funny you brought this up, because my boss asked me when I first started, almost 3 years ago, 5 years, where do you see yourself? I said, I'm going to open my own company. Now, 3 years later, hell no. I'm much happier working for someone else and not having to deal with any of the logistics. Taking my paycheck, and once I leave, if I'm not on call, that's it. I don't hear anything else for the rest of the night.
Yeah, I feel like this is a very good industry, and one thing that we're going to do is I'm going to start getting involved in some local trade schools.
Audio here.
Oh, no,
Yeah, it looks like
you're fine. That was me. I think I hit your button. Are you good now?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I accidentally hit it. My fault. I think that the way of life is hurting our industry because they're taking VOTEC out of schools. Let's just be honest, a lot of these trade schools are a fucking joke. I think there's some very good ones who have awesome curriculums. Some of them are a joke and they're all about getting your money. They hand you fucking Fisher Price tools, say, hey buddy, you're a tech, you got your CFC, go get in a truck. And that's not how it works. We're getting a bunch of undereducated, cocky, think they know it all, don't know dick, they're glorified filter changers, and it's kind of hurting our industry. That's why I kind of like getting guys that don't know shit, if they have a good personality. Like Tersh talked about this when we interviewed Tersh a while back, that he hires people out of the trade. And I never thought about it. I know Kelly said he would do it too, but
we totally do it.
Yeah, if you find somebody that's got a good personality, a good work ethic, you can teach them this industry. Let's be honest, it's not really that hard. If you're a smart person with common sense, you can teach them the industry. I mean, Christ, Rookie figured it out at fucking 65 years old. I mean, it's just...
Hey, Gil, let me ask you a question. You've been wearing that shirt since Monday? Because I think you were wearing the same shirt on the Monday podcast.
No, I was not. Actually, it was sitting over here on the table, and I just put it on. Way to blow my spot up.
I'll tell you right now. I go to school. I go to college. There's no secret that I've been trying to get my AS. But after I got out, I finished the AC, and now I'm into the refrigeration aspect. I didn't know shit when I came out. I knew theory, but theory didn't teach me anything about how to fix a unit. It was hands-on training.
Yeah. And, you know, some of these schools that actually build a curriculum that way, and I would just love to start getting involved in some of these schools to be like, just tell them what we're seeing. But like, hey, I'm not here to try to be, you know, an asshole, or we're trying to help. We're trying to help the industry, and, you know, let us help them kind of build a curriculum. Or I wish they would make some kind of national curriculum that these schools have to follow. You know, like if you're going to bring these kids into the trade, they have to learn A, B, C, D, E, you know what I mean? And they have to learn it in a certain way.
Well, let me stop you there. My professor is one of the editors of Modern Refrigeration Air Conditioning, and everybody seems to praise that book.
Is he still alive? That book's like 900 years old.
Well, he looks like Santa Claus. That's all I'm going to say.
I was going to say, I thought that was written like in the room next to the guy who wrote the Bible.
Your dad did not write that book, bro.
Somebody says hire military veterans. Hey, you know me. I would hire military vets all day, every day. It's just a lot of them bust their dick in the service that they don't want to bust their dick when they get out. You know what I mean? But yeah, and
I just visited with a super successful plumber that's in my area just a couple of weeks ago, and like his top 3 guys right now, especially his top 2 guys, one was like the manager of a restaurant or shift supervisor or something at a restaurant that he recruited, didn't know anything, and then there was another one, and I cannot remember where he said that guy came from, but he was definitely not from the field, and it takes about 3 years to get him up to. So like he's expecting to have a really great year this year because now these guys are all trained and they're really producing. So that's another thing with the ebb and the flow of business is like you may have, you know, I may have somebody leave this year, but I keep trying to fill my pipeline to make sure that these guys are trained up to where we don't miss like a bunch of opportunity just because I have somebody who moves on or, you know, a wife that gets a job, 80 miles away and they have to move because the job offer is so great. That stuff happens.
Yeah. I know that you can make very, very good money in this industry, and I think that we need to. I think somebody said earlier, they said because of the hours and the weather conditions that a lot of people are leaving this trade to work like in-house jobs or other things, and that they're just never coming back.
That's great, because you know what that means? There's going to be more demand than supply, which means I can demand more money to do the job for these customers.
It's already that way, though, bro. It really is, and it's going to get worse. It's going to get worse. There's certain places that are building, more work is going to be there. It's just there's not going to be enough people to do it. Ren said he used to mop floors at a peep show before HVAC. That explains a lot, man. Just kidding.
He's used to the shitty job we do.
Yeah.
Cleaning a blower motor. It's got a mouse in it.
It's got a splooge stuck in it.
Yeah. There you go, Daniel. A new helper. Put him through the ringer, but teach him. We all had that older guy that kind of, guided us. Me, it was my dad and my dad worked with. So I was fortunate in that way. But there's always that older guy or senior guy that kind of takes you by the wing. I mean, all of us, maybe the experience is more intimate or more personal than others, but we all kind of have that. And I feel like nowadays, man, guys are just, and I said this on an Instagram post, that I just feel like guys are so afraid to add value to someone else because they think they're almost like devaluing themselves. Like, that's not true. Like, by you helping teach somebody else, you're not taking your job away. We need more good technicians. You are helping our industry. You're helping the company you work for. If you can help pass that knowledge on to someone else. There's too many egos in this trade, man. It's just, we all want to be super techs. We want to know more than the next guy. Well, guess what? There is no super tech competition, okay? At AHR, they don't have a competition to see who can fix the furnace the fastest and have a dick measuring contest. Nobody cares, man. It's all about us.
But you were doing podcasts during that time.
Oh, man. I even fluffed, too. I was ready.
Oh, by the way, my boss says I'm not allowed to talk to you because I thought I was making good money until I spoke with you and I came back and started demanding things. And he's like, you can't hang out with that guy anymore.
Yeah, I don't know what I had done without him. He was like my cameraman, my fucking assistant. I was just handing him shit. We go walking the one day, and I'm like, here, hold this. He's like, okay. I'm like, hold this. He's like, well, what the fuck, dude? Like, I was just walking around this place with you, and now I'm holding all this stuff for you.
You see my son's over here busting my balls in the chat now. Thanks.
Who is?
My son.
Oh, is that your son?
No one old enough. Yeah.
That's funny. Nah, your dad's a good dude, man. We had fun down in Florida, man. It was definitely good to be able to meet people. I hope all these other guys are there next year. So we won't keep beating a dead horse with AHR. I will say that and I've said this a million times, if you ever have the opportunity, even if it's just to go once, I think it's definitely worth experiencing it, even if you can only do it once. But I guarantee if you go once, you're gonna want to go again. I will say that. So it's pretty much stays in the same 4 cities every year because they're the only ones big enough to be able to handle the show so far. So Orlando, then Chicago, then Vegas, then Atlanta. Vegas, I'm gonna be in Vegas, but my wife is not. She's probably gonna come with me because
There's no way.
Yeah, she's not letting me go to Vegas without her. We'll end up fucking in debt. I'll spend our life savings. End up with I don't know. I'll wake up with a he/she or something. And oh my God, she's got a penis. Yeah, it's crazy. And I got a friend that lives in Vegas. His dad owns a bunch of like gas stations and like little porn shops and different like novelty shops like that. His dad was one of the. You guys remember I think I told you this, Kelly. You remember the old Motorola StarTech phones? Remember those flip phones, the StarTech that was so popular? Well, he designed that phone. And he made like millions and then cashed out and moved. And his son, Anthony, was one of my best friends when he lived here. He was the only cool Korean kid around here. But but we still talk all the time on Facebook and different things. And his dad opened all this stuff and like their family runs it. I mean, they make $1 gazillion. But anyway, he said that he sees it all the time. These business guys that go down there for weekend trips and they're walking around with what they think is a woman, but it's not a woman. They said that down there, they are good. Like, you cannot tell. Unless you reach down and go, honk, honk, you do not know whether it's a man or a woman. That's scary.
You believe too much shit. I lived in Vegas for 10 years. That's not the way it is.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Well, I mean, he lives there. So, I mean, I don't know why he'd have to lie to me. But, I mean, he says that some of them, I mean, I know there's going to be some that he's got a beard like mine, but he said that some of them, like, you can't tell, though, that they look like you would think they're a woman.
I'm sure there might be one or two, but that's not the majority of it, trust me.
Yeah, of course you know.
Hey, I feel honored to be on the show with, like, Kelly. I feel like he's like the magical unicorn. He shows up once every... year on your podcast?
Yeah, man. Kelly's the man. Well, no. Well, people keep forgetting that this is the live stream. The podcast is the actual audio version. So Kelly never misses a podcast. But yeah, the live streams. Yeah, it's so when Kelly gets in here, it's like you guys better fucking enjoy because we don't know when he's coming back, bitches. No, Kelly's gonna be in here from now on. I mean, I kind of started these things, and I was like, "Hey, Kelly, I'm gonna start doing live streams every Tuesday." I mean, it wasn't like we really planned it, and then like I said, Kelly doesn't. He had to like set up shit at his house, and it's just kind of taken forever. So, you know, having to be able to do those different things because it wasn't really a priority. So, anyway, it's done. So go fuck yourself.
I have to say, before we put a nail in AHR, they had you doing way too many podcasts. They need to get some more podcasters. You can't be on every other hour doing something, especially if you want to enjoy this show.
Yeah, no, I agree. Well, it was also. They had the 2 pavilions, and then some people weren't there. Like Brent didn't come from Tool Pros, so his time slots were open. I'd like to probably do one a day in Chicago. One podcast a day. Yes, the meet and greet stuff. It would be better if I was prepared and had stuff, but for me it was stupid because I was just standing there handing out free AHR t-shirts like I worked at fucking, Macy's. Like, oh, what size are you, sir? A large? There you go. People come over, are these free? And I used to mess with them. I'm like, no, I'm going to ask you a series of 5 questions. If you can get 3 out of 5 right, then you get a free shirt. And people were like, okay. And remember, because I said, when was AHR first invented? And then fucking he spouts off 1932. I'm like, how the fuck do you know that?
Shit, man.
Yeah, or I'd mess with people and be like, oh yeah, the shirts are $19.95, and some guy was like digging in his wallet, and I'm like, dude, no, the shirts are free. I'm just trying to have a laugh. But yeah, that was boring. That was kind of a waste of an hour.
It just be like there's 1 beer each T-shirt. We could have had a good time just standing there at the meet and greet.
Oh yeah. It was funny, all these booths giving away alcohol. Like Sporlin was giving away beers and shit.
Yep. Beers and cookies.
Yeah, next year I want to do more. So at least one podcast a day, and I want to do more live interviews, like in the actual, like going to companies and filming stuff, and so that might be where we have to pay you next year, Scott, where you can be the cameraman for me and Kelly to be able to do interview some of these people, or me and Kelly take turns or something, because we're probably gonna, obviously for me and Kelly to be on camera, we're gonna need a third person. So I'll have to take care of somebody. So but yeah, that's my plan, to do more things. I would love to live stream from the floor, but the Facebook Live thing worked, but trying to do it on YouTube was just too hard. I feel like there's things
It won't be issue in Vegas because you'll have good Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
All the casinos and convention centers have good Wi-Fi. There was nothing in Orlando.
Yeah, I hope so. A buddy of mine has this streaming thing that he uses because he streams his kids football and baseball games and stuff like that to YouTube, and he has this device, and he said, he's like, if you want to use it, man, you can take it with you down there, but that thing costs $1,000, and the only time I'd ever use it is AHR, so I'm not gonna spend $1,000 on something to use fucking once a year. So if he lets me use his, that would be cool. Something that you can just plug it in and live stream. Huh?
Maybe you can rent one.
Yeah, that's true. Might be able to do that.
That way you have insurance if you break it.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Yeah, because my buddy, he's cool, but if I break his $1,000 stream box, he's gonna be pissed. Not to mention he's a Baltimore City cop and he flies helicopters, so he'll find me.
Yeah.
Yeah, he Scott's Overtime's cameraman. No, you never even met him in person, Adam. I've had lunch with the man.
They offered me to go on the show, and then he pulled the offer at the last minute.
Yeah, well, I came on last week. I didn't know that I had 15 minutes. I would have planned better. I felt like I was a horrible guest because I didn't know that it was going to be a couple different people. So I felt like I wasn't a very good guest. I wasn't planned. I thought I had a whole show to ramble and bullshit. Shut up, Scott. I don't even know what you said, but I know it was something something to be an ass. But yeah, I think it'd be good, man. I would like to start adding some more people to our team and doing different things. I think that this podcast has definitely taken off as far as credibility wise, and I think there's a lot of things that we can do, a lot of avenues that me and Kelly are going to take. That's for sure. Real fast, Young HVAC, you're out there in Vegas? Oh, Adam said you're on this week. So obviously, if there's any shows that did I turn that up by a second? If there's any topics that you would like me and Kelly to talk about on the podcast, let us know. You can text let me put this up. You can text the podcast phone. Don't call it because I won't answer. Unless you leave a message or something or I know who you are. But you can text the podcast phone, 443-422-1000. Or you can email us, hvacuncensored@gmail.com. We have a new website getting designed that'll be able to, just regular website, to be able to get to all of our stuff because the other one was kind of atrocious. But if you have anything that you want us to talk about as far as on a show, please let us know. And now Kelly's going to be here on Tuesday nights, so this is going to be a live chance once a week for you guys to interact with both of us, not just me. Whether it is you're a business owner, a small business owner, and you have questions, or you're stuck in your job or whatever. Any way that we can help you, we want to do that. And we don't know everything, but if there's a way that we can help any of you, then that's what we want to do. And not to mention the other people in the chat. There's other business owners, other technicians in these chats that can answer the questions as well. So it's not even like it's just the people on here. So, yeah. Anyway, it's almost 10:30, man. Yeah. I'll let you guys close it out. Go ahead, Kelly. You got anything to say to the people?
Thanks for hanging out with us, guys. Sorry that I have not been on. I've got to get my computer set up here at home, and I might even be able to just podcast from home too, which would be great because I always travel to my office just for great internet and just so it's quiet. But might definitely set something up at home so I can just do it from here. But I'll definitely be on next week too. I'm gonna see what I can do for it. But
now that you have that
was horrible.
Now that you have that office,
my debut closing,
yeah,
was horrible.
No, now that you have that office, there's no way that you're not gonna want to podcast from that with the stuff in the background and all that stuff.
Oh, I know.
So at least you'll have two places. Yes, thanks for coming on, Rookie. I appreciate you, brother. I was going to get ready to let you close it out, but I guess you were impatient.
He's like, screw this. I'm not doing that.
Yeah, no. But,
No,
yeah, thanks for coming on, Rookie, man. Rookie's a good dude, man. And this is one of the things that I love is, I see your names, whatever, in the chat every week when you guys interact and you talk and you support us. And you know that me and Kelly greatly, greatly appreciate that. And then to be able to meet you guys in person is just, it's fucking awesome. It's a very humbling experience. Being able to really hang out with Scott was awesome, which is HVAC Rookie, on like a more personal level, was really, really awesome. He helped me so much. We were down there. But I was able to meet, Daniel Caswell. I met Mr. Gene K. I met Alex Figueroa. Shit. I met a bunch of listeners, and I'm sorry if I forget all your names, but that was awesome. You know what I mean? I don't know, Young. We didn't give one away, but if we did, you definitely won it, man. So, yeah. Did the show automatically end? Did it? It looks like it stopped over here. But yeah, we're going to go and end the show, man. Thank you, guys. We appreciate you. To all the winners of the last stuff, that stuff will be out tomorrow. I sincerely apologize. I'll make it up to all you guys. Like I said, I did put one of these HVAC tactical stickers in all of your stuff as a little bonus. I I appreciate you guys, man. Me and Kelly love you guys to death. This show would be nothing without you guys. And we have some big things that we're going to do, taking this show forward, adding some new elements and different things that you guys will see here in the near future. And we know that you guys are going to love it. And also some new relationships with some new companies that are going to help us grow. So, yes, as always, we want you guys to be safe, man. Always make it home the same way you left. Do the little things. Set yourself apart. Do what the next guy's not doing, all right? This is a technician's game. Go out there and make that fucking money, okay? Yeah, we love you guys. Go ahead, Kel.
Have a great night, guys. Hope you have a great week, and thank you so much for joining us, and look forward to the podcast tomorrow night, which will be released next Monday. We've got a really cool guest coming up on the 19th, which would come out the following Monday after that. So definitely some cool guests lined up. We're excited to talk to these guys, some young business owners that are crushing it. So it's going to be some interesting conversation. Thanks so much, guys. We do love you. Thank you so much for your support. Like, I can't tell you what it means to us. So thank you, and go make money.
Yeah. I know, Miss Susie.
Yeah.
I promise you'll have your hoodie before spring. Yes. Thank you, guys. As far as the merch stuff, let me go back. Kelly is Hold on one second. Let me. The reason I have not released the merchandise, guys, is because I don't want you guys to spend money and the stuff does not meet my standards. I've done a couple of different websites where I have bought items from there and they've came. Some of them are actually upstairs, and I did not like them, and I'm not going to let you guys spend money on that stuff. So I'm in the process. I'm actually in the nitty gritty. I'm almost finished. A friend of mine's been helping me to where these are good name brand products that I feel comfortable with you guys spending your money. And I know that you're not going to call me or message me saying, Gil, what the hell is this? Okay. So that's why the merchandise has not been finished. It's not about the money. I don't care. I just want you guys to be able to get good quality products at a fair price. So that's what's taking so long with that. As far Miss Susie, I promise you your hoodie's coming. I'm getting ready to end it, Isaiah. Sorry, buddy. It's not really a hangout, brother. I'm sorry, buddy. Yes, as far as the giveaways, we're going to get back on track. We'll probably do another giveaway. We can do another one next week. Guys, also go over to Instagram and follow us on Instagram. There's going to be a lot of giveaways that are just going to happen on just certain social media platforms. Probably not Facebook, but just Instagram or just YouTube. So go over and just search for @HVAC Uncensored. And go ahead and follow. And probably sometimes next week, I'm going to tell you guys how you can win. Other than that, that's pretty much it. I'm going to go ahead and go now. I love you guys. I appreciate you. Until next week, don't forget to support the rest of the community. Go over and see Overtime on Friday. Those guys have their own channel. They're kicking ass. They really are. So that's awesome. I think they're doing a podcast now, so go download their podcast. Obviously, there's, Zach from HVAC Sop Talk. You guys all know him. I mean, obviously. And I can mute this now. Check out Young HVAC. He's another new one. There's HVAC Vlogger. There's Quality HVAC. I've been watching some of that guy's stuff. His stuff is awesome. So definitely go check everybody out, man. Support the community. That's what makes us grow, makes us all better technicians, and ultimately that makes us better for the customer. So let me start running my mouth. I love you guys, and I will talk at you mofos later. Goodbye. That's the wrong